absolute madness. That's all I have to say. Because I'm sorry, I have to say super sorry first of all for all the technical difficulties. But we are here once again, episode 1 of season 2 of Kwentong Barber. You're with me, Edward Barber, and as I said just a moment ago, absolute madness. That's what today has been so far. Uh, and it's because we have so much more to look forward to. But let's not waste any more time introducing someone who I've been very, very excited to since I heard about the thought of her coming on the show. And she was a target for season 1. And finally here in season 2, I give you, wag na natin patagalin pa, the president herself, Nadine Lustre. What's up, Nadine?
Hey everyone, hey Edward, how are
Oh my
you?
gosh. Hi, Nadine. I've seen you so many different times around ABS,
Yeah, I
Christmas
know.
specials. Oh my goodness. First and foremost, how are you? I'm so sorry about the delay, but I'm so
No
happy you're here.
worries, no worries. I'm super good.
Mhm.
Been prepping for the concert. It's really something exciting, so I'm just super hyped up for that. And that's next week na, so yeah.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
nervous and excited at the
I'm sure
same time.
the energy is already building up. There's a lot of nerves, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
I've watched a couple of different interviews with one of which was with you and Tito Boy, and you talked about
yeah,
your concert a little bit there. And this
yeah,
is gonna be a really new, different vibe or a new, different type of concert. So why is that?
yes. Well, this is a mixture of theater and concert.
Okay,
And personally, I've never seen anything like that before, or at least heard of, a concert and theater show at the same time. But I guess also the reason why this is something new for me is that this is the first time I'm doing a solo concert ever.
right.
And then that's something different for me. It's an achievement, you could say. So yeah.
And this, of course, is directed by some call her the first lady of Philippine musical theater. This is Direk Menshu as well.
Yes, Direct Manchu is directing the whole show. She actually wrote the script as well. We kind of worked on that at the same time together. But yeah, Direct Manchu is great. I love working with her. But then in the beginning, there was a bit of, I guess, intimidation and pressure
Of course, I'm
because she
sure.
is a theater director and she's also a theater actress and a good one too. So I didn't really know what to expect. But then everything turned out so good naman. I love working with her.
Well, I don't want you to spoil too much because I'll be
Yeah.
there. I'll be watching the concert as well. But
Yo, thank you.
since it's music and it's theater, and again, to anyone watching live, if you haven't heard of that concept before, it's the first of its kind. That's the reason why you haven't heard of it before because it's digital as well. It's gonna be on Kumu. But what is the story gonna be like? Because I'm having like, I'm not sure what to expect, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing. But what's the story gonna be like?
Well, it's really just about a journey. It
Okay.
could be my journey, could be yours, could be like everyone else's. It's just a story, like it's just a journey to discovery.
Okay.
So I'll keep it at that. Because I tend to
Ooh.
I tend to overshare sometimes. So we're having technical difficulties. Sorry.
Absolute madness. That's what it
Yeah.
is. But why did you name the concert Absolute Madness? Has your journey been crazy?
Well, all of our journeys naman have been crazy, and I believe that in madness and in chaos, that's when you really discover yourself.
Hmm. Oh wow.
I believe in that. You find yourself in chaos. So, absolute madness is actually direct Menshu's idea. So all of us, we kind of just put like different titles, in a bucket, and then we just tried to see which one is the best title, and then we ended up using absolute madness.
Well, if we slow things down a little bit, one thing that we're always so happy to hear about is finding the peace in the storm, the
Yeah,
order in the chaos. And they say
yeah.
pressure makes diamonds. And I know, my goodness, even though I've just been a viewer from afar, that you've been under all types, every level of pressure that there is in the industry.
Yeah.
You've been under it, and it's made you into the diamond you are now. So, um, I'm really just curious, and a lot of these questions aren't actually going to be in the script. I'm just asking as a casual viewer, your journey. You're known as, and you always have my respect as the
Thank you.
artist, and not one of the artist that broke the social norms.
Yeah.
And I love it. You said parang you broke every rule that we have, and
Yeah.
everyone always. I'm not gonna lie. when there's a pioneer, people always either love or hate the pioneers, but they're the ones who are leading the way, and we stand on the shoulders of you and a couple of others as well. So for you, was it ever really hard finding that identity? Because pinagdaanan mo lahat eh. Like
Yeah.
the stereotypical, uh, I don't want to say pa cute, but I think you went through that as well.
Mhm.
So how did you find your identity and who you are today?
First of all, I just want to say thank you for those kind words. Yeah, I guess it's just a lot of trial and error, a lot of things that I had to experience before um, I really discovered myself, before I learned who I really was. A lot of things that I had to go through. You know, it's not always. I mean, a journey naman, like you don't always get to point B right away. You know, it
Hmm.
takes a long time before you get there. And so yeah, before kasi it was really the patwitams, you know,
Yeah.
cultural,
Eh.
what do you call it, conservative kind of route that I was going through. But then again, uh, at the end of the day, you know, when I'm at home, I would question myself and ask myself that, na, if is this really something that I want?
Mhm.
Is this really who I am? So many
Did that take
times
a
kasi
toll on
I,
you when you had to
yeah, it
ask
did.
yourself those
It
questions?
it totally did. I forgot who I was for a time because of obviously work. And when you know, when you're acting, when you're in doing work like in a show, like it's regular taping,
Back to back.
you kind of lose yourself because almost every day you're a different person. You know, you're a different person when
Yeah.
you're acting, you're a different person when you're on stage, you're a different person when you're meeting new people, when you're in a show. It's different. And I lost my way, and I didn't know who I was. And then I had like legit an identity crisis because I was telling myself like, this isn't who I like, this isn't me. But then because this is also like, I thought it was my responsibility, you know, to be this person.
Yeah.
And that whole time that I was starting in the industry, I thought that this was the way to go. I thought this was how it should have been.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
you know, the whole time, like me growing up, like all of the things that I love, all of the things that I want to be, I started questioning them because I was telling myself na, so mali pala. Like all of the
Oh,
things that I wanted, mali pala. Ito pala yung tama. And so like everything got blurry. I got really depressed because I couldn't really express myself. Like when people see me, I was a different person. I wasn't Nadine, like the real Nadine. I was someone else. I was Nadine the
yeah.
artista.
My gosh. And a lot of people don't really understand. And it's funny that you said that because I can relate so personally.
Yeah.
Because when you go
I'm
on set,
sure.
you're playing the character in the show,
Yeah.
and you're playing your character as an artist. Because if you, oh my gosh, if you have one time that you don't notice that makeup artist or that PA on set, ay, snap,
Yeah.
malaki na ulo. Oh my gosh. And I'm
Yeah.
so happy you
And
pointed that
that
out as
is the
well.
thing, huh? That's not just for, you know, the people that you work with. It's also for like people outside of the industry. Like if you
Hmm.
don't smile at them, and I got this a lot, huh? Like just walking around the mall. Because I was never the type to say hi to everyone or smile to
Yeah.
everyone or wave because I don't know you. Diba? I'm
Understandably
sorry,
so.
I
Yeah.
don't know you. I mean, I never had the parang the feeling of responsibility when it comes to saying hi to everyone. I do know
Mhm.
that there are people who are like that, but it was never my thing because it's just, to me it was weird. So this one time I was walking around the mall and then just walking like passing lang,
Mhm.
and then like one of the I think in one of the shops, you know, there was this one person, a lady, and she said suplada naman, and I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, am I supposed to say hi to you? Like, I don't know you.
Mhm. Wait, did she say
So,
hello to you before, or
no, she was
oh, she
just
just
there.
expected
She was
you?
just, yeah, she was expecting me to say hi to her. And
Okay.
I'm like, if you want me to say hi to you, say hi to me or like
Yeah.
acknowledge me or greet me. I'm not going to go out of my way to say hi to you. And I think it's also because, you know, people forget that we're also people,
Human.
that
Yeah.
we're humans, that it's not our responsibility to acknowledge everyone. And to please everyone. Our responsibility is to give entertainment, and that is
Right.
not part of it.
And and again, you sort of, I guess you could say, you broke free of that in so many ways. Of
Yeah.
course, it's never gonna really be a complete freedom in that
Yep.
sense, because again, we live in an industry, in a world where it is like that. Yun ang assumption lagi.
Yeah.
But again, you sort of, you broke free and you spread your own wings in that aspect. So, were there ever times where I'm sure there was a transition phase
Mm.
from where you were to where you are now,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that process is still ongoing. But are
Yes.
there ever times where you thought, man, it's really tough being myself now,
Yeah.
but it's worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you grow older, you wouldn't want to ask, or you wouldn't want to say na, sana pala ginawa ko yun nung mas bata ako. Imagine that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when you're like in your 50s, or when you have kids na, and you look back into your 20s when you were young and free and have no other responsibilities, and tell yourself na, sana pala ginawa ko yun.
Yeah.
But
It,
then you could have done it. It's just that you had all these barriers like holding you. You had these walls that stopped you from doing that. And I told myself na I don't wanna say that when I'm older.
no
I
regrets.
wanna look back. I wanna look back and tell myself na, damn, I lived a good life. I did
Well,
like everything that like we're here to experience life. That's what we're meant to
uh,
do, is to just take in everything and experience what life has to offer. And the thing is, kasi, with us, with people like us, it is, I guess, not a responsibility, but this is, we chose this.
yeah.
And by getting ourselves into the industry, we understand and we um, acknowledge that that is part of it, and we have to live with it. Kasi, diba, like, that's why they say that be careful what you wish for.
Totoo.
Diba? That's why, through the years, I've just accepted that my life is probably like, if I'm still in the industry, it's probably never gonna be as private as I want it to be. Like, people are gonna try and, what do you call
Yeah.
it? Do cheap, like have
Yeah.
chismis about me and all of that, and that's fine, because I want to be here. Like, you
And
really have to understand that there's no escape from that, especially if you want to stay in the industry. But then also, like, one of the things that I learned kasi, and also probably the reason why I feel like I don't have these chains binding me anymore, is because I learned how to say no.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the time where you really had to put your foot down? Again, you don't have to tell us the exact project or whatever it was, but when was the time where you just said, "No, hanggang dito na lang ako. I'm not doing this."
Yeah. Well, 2017, when my
Okay.
brother actually passed away, because it was okay. It's just that I had work kasi when he passed away. My work is like tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Like, I had
Yeah,
shoots.
yeah. Oh,
Um,
wow. So they didn't give you a break. They
I
didn't
don't at this I mean, it's all set na kasi. So at
yeah.
the same time, it's like, all right, let's do it na lang. But then, like, by deciding to continue, 'di ba? By deciding to
Yeah.
continue, it kind of made me feel na like what I was doing was pointless.
Yeah.
And then that's when I really like started to say, like, if I don't feel like doing this, ang hirap eh, sobrang hirap nun. Kasi I remember telling myself when I was shooting, I told myself, sana pala hindi ko na lang ginawa. Kasi imagine, like, I was grieving, but then I had to,
Yeah.
I had to look happy. I had to look like there's like
To play the
life,
two
like
roles
everything is
again.
okay. Yeah.
I
So
can't even imagine that. That must
I mean,
like I'm a
yeah,
little gobsmacked because that's a little, I don't want to say it requires superhuman strength that no one should have
yeah,
to bring out of themselves, but respect as well for
yeah,
saying that, for
yeah.
for saying no as well. So did you end up saying stopping, or what happened? What was the end
I
result
learned
of
how
it?
to say no to like things that I don't want to do. Um, that's I guess that's really when I started to do it then. Kasi
Hmm.
before medyo reluctant pa ako na parang, sige na, okay na yan, gawin na lang natin. But then
Yeah.
it sucks kasi you're doing something that you don't want to do. And at the
Mhm.
end of the day, it doesn't make you feel fulfilled. So, like, what's the point?
Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, to everyone watching, it's our responsibility first and foremost to our families, and our lives are not supposed to be used to make yours better, although that is our
Yeah.
job. We are
Yeah.
not, but and I guess that's the point of your story as well. And I
Yeah.
was just one point that actually is one question that I came up with really last second. I was not gonna lie, I stalked you on social media. I went to your Instagram, but I saw this really nice post. And let this be the last question for today.
Okay.
You said you had an IG post where it's just writing, white plain background, black writing. Your soul is what makes you attractive. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, I like that. Because the truth is, the soul is not. It's not the body. It's not the mind.
Yeah.
It's all the imperfections. It's all the truths, the ugly and the beautiful. So for you, Nadine, after all you've been through, what is it about your soul that makes you unique and proud to be Nadine?
I think it's just the fact that I am ready to live life to the fullest, and I'm not, you know what, whatever it is that life throws at me, I'm willing to accept. May it be like a challenge or a heartbreak or loss, whatever it is, I'm just ready to experience it, because I believe that we're here to experience life and to feel everything, to experience everything. And for me to stop myself from hurting, for me, like, even all those emotions, life can't be just all like happiness and then
Mm,
love. Like, you have to experience sadness, you have to experience grief, like all of those, for you to understand. Because how are you supposed to know what happiness feels like if you've never
if you don't
been
know
sad?
sadness. Mm,
Diba? Like,
yeah.
how are you supposed to feel, to know what success feels like if you've never failed?
Sometimes you need the love, the happiness, and sometimes all you need is just a little bit of absolute madness. And that's
Madness.
what you're going to be bringing really soon. And actually, next week, as you mentioned. So,
Yeah.
Nadine, we're so excited for it. After talking to you, I'm even more excited to watch the show. So, invite
Thank
everyone
you.
right
Thank you
now
so much.
to watch your concert, Absolute Madness.
Yes, everyone. Absolute Madness. The concert is next week, July 3. It's happening at the Kumu Live platform, and we have available tickets pa. So far, Gen Ad plus the shirt is already sold out and VVIP, but we do have the Gen Ad tickets, VIP, and VIP plus shirt. So to everyone who already bought tickets, maraming salamat po. I can't wait to see you all. Because you know what's amazing actually about the Kumu
Yeah.
platform, the Kumu Live platform, is that you get to have a meet and greet, but then the new normal meet and greet. So
Yeah.
Kumu is really such a
Virtually.
blessing to artists like me, to artists like us, because at least this time we get to connect with our fans in a way. So yeah, and later then I just want to invite you all. I'm gonna be live on Facebook at the Careless Music's Facebook page. It's just we're all just gonna hang out. So Edward, if you want to join us
Sige,
later,
game ako. Game
it's
ako.
at 7 p.m. Just go to the
All right.
Careless Music's Facebook page, and tomorrow I'll be on Kumu. Then we have a podcast at 7 p.m. Then tomorrow with BJ Pascual and Lynn Alumno. So yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we're so excited. Of course,
thanks
once again,
Edward.
July 3, we'll be seeing you to
Yes.
Absolute Madness. But of course, we'll be seeing you all over the place as well as you're nominated for the Mix Awards.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that as
Yeah,
well. Just
thank
really
you so
quick.
much, Mix, for the nominations. And of
Of
course,
course,
thank you to all the fans who voted already.
and we want to encourage you keep on voting as well
Yeah.
for Nadine, whoever artist you want to support. But Nadine, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming
Thank
on.
you. Thank you so much for having me. I had
Hopefully,
so much fun.
of course, I'm happy to hear that. Tomorrow in the future, everyone. Nadine Lustre, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Nadine. All right. Nako. Guys, we're still live. We're not done yet. I wish we could have had more time, but as you can see, one of the busiest artists of our generation, and one, I know she's not here anymore, but uh, for people, especially myself, I'm gonna be quite honest. Growing up in a different country and coming here, and sort of getting thrown into the normals or the social norms that na meron yung Pilipinas. They're not all bad, but especially in the industry, like she said, there's some things that you're like, oh, I can't say no to this, or oh, ganito pala, mali pala yung gusto ko. I have to kailangan ko sumunod sa orders ng iba, sa commands ng iba. and then seeing artists like her, and there are very few, let me say that, very few, you get to see people who step out of line and be like, no, I'm gonna do what I want to do, I'm gonna do what I deserve, and what I'm good at. So it's inspiring for me, and I'm so happy, and we wish her all the support, of course, as well. And to everyone who's been sticking out, sticking on the live. Wait lang, I'm just gonna get on my Kumu page because we wanted to make the most of the time a while ago. I want to make sure that I have the time to say a couple of shout outs. Shout out to nako si Dottie, nandito din si Mayward Flyer 24, Sarang Hey Mayward. My gosh, all these familiar names. I'm so happy you guys are back. Zita Lopez. No worry. Sorry, Edward, just woke up. Bawi na lang ako next week. No problem, Zita Lopez. Kahit hindi ka na babawi, you're still here, and I'm happy that you're here. It's to the over 2,000 viewers, over 1 million diamonds already. Thank you so much. That's great. 150,000 hearts or likes. But to read them all out, Mayward Flyers official, Master underscore EJC, Sweetmint 1, Mayward Heart 07, Mayward Sweet Angel, Yona Smith 3, I'm Rain Luis, Ella Baribal, and Jay. Verna Tagines, my bad. It's Meglas, Maet Smith, Marate, I'm Prun underscore Mayward, Mayward Japan, Planet Umeboshi, Mayward Heart 07, Mayward Closet Fan 201 underscore Gly or Glee, might be Glee, like the show. Sananghay Mayward, Giro 20. Hi Naramber, MG Della R, Aaron Garcia, and Kevin Home Alone. Thanks, Dad, for watching. My dad's in the UK at the moment. Hope you had a safe journey, Dad. And nako, guys, you might think that yes, Nadine's done for today's episode. However, we're not done just yet because if you guys know me and you know a couple of artists in the industry, marami naman mga artista naman na talagang nagmamahal. Well, I guess you could say when we see the Filipino flag, we put our hands on our hearts, we salute it. We love our nation, we love our country. And when you love your nation and you love your country, you care about not just the present. You don't just learn about the past, but you look to the future and you ask yourselves, where are we headed as a nation? Where are we headed as the Philippines? And we got to talk about that. We really have to talk about that. So, coming on the show right now, we have someone who's I used to call her Miss just before, just a while ago. But now I just call her by her first name. She's our second guest for today. So I want to introduce from Vote Pilipinas, we have Cess Rondario. Hello po, Cess. I'm calling you by your first name because you taught me to do that. Hello, Cess. Say hello to everyone who's watching right
Hello,
now.
everyone. Good evening. Hi, Edward. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for
Oh my God.
having me.
I only have one complaint, and it's I told you this a while ago. I need one of those
Yeah,
shirts. I need the Vote
we
Pilipinas.
will. We will get
Uh,
you.
yes, and I want to see, other than that, a lot of blue thumbs because you're here for one very specific reason, Miss S. And or sorry,
Yeah.
Cess. Tell us all about that.
So thank you. First of all, thank you so much to your show. For allowing us this platform to talk about Vote Filipinas. It started really as a passion project that I had about a year ago, and very grateful to the Commission on Election because uh, we were afforded the partnership. So I hope we can take this time to introduce the
Of course.
program and the campaign. So Vote Pilipinas, we are the official voter registration information campaign partner of the Commission on Elections. And our goal is simple, to support the commission to get information to vote.
Mhm,
As you all know, there has been countless of information coming out that we've reached 60 million
mhm,
registered voters. So that's very good. We need 2 million more, guys. Throughout the next few months, we only have 3 months left, guys. 3 months left for before the deadline closes. No, so our group has prepared a lot of things to make sure that everybody gets to register on time and
mhm.
provide you all with the information that you need. And our
And
plan is
and
simple. Go
Cess,
ahead.
sorry, just to cut you off really quick. To everyone watching, we just want to make it very clear as well. we're not encouraging you to vote for a specific party. We're
Yes.
not or a specific group or person. We are just encouraging you to register to vote. After that, your decision is your decision. But again, if you think that one vote doesn't have power, uh, Miss says, this is what I always say: if you don't vote or you don't register to vote, you don't have any right to complain. Wala kayong karapatan magreklamo pag hindi kayo bumoto. And this is the first step to register to vote. So, Miss S, could you tell us really quickly how can we register to vote? Because it's a process that some people might think is too troublesome or too
Yeah.
annoying, I guess I would say. But it's so simple. Can you tell us how we do it?
So simple. So guys, it's so simple, right? You have three different ways, right? One, you can go straight to the Comelec office. You can fill out your registration forms there. And then you can do the whole rest of the steps. But because of COVID, we really implore all of you to. There are digital tools have been available. Comelec has created the iRehistro web portal where you use it to answer the registration forms, which you can then print back to back, everybody, and then that's what you bring to the Comelec office. Make sure you have the right IDs, of course, and make sure that you have all the supporting documents. If you're transferring municipalities, for example, make sure that you have proof that you've moved and that your ID says that you're a resident in that locality, and then you do your biometrics and then get your photo taken and then you sign the registration form in front of the officer, right? At Vote Pilipinas, we have made this easy for everybody because we've been receiving so many questions about how do I know if I'm even registered. So this is where Vote Pilipinas as a campaign comes in. We have created a website. It's called votepilipinas.com. And if you go there, you will be greeted with the voter registration service test tool, where you will answer a few questions and you will get everything that you need, including where to go, who to call, the kind of ball pen you need to bring, which is black or blue, and all the details that you need to have to register to vote, right? We've made it very easy. Wala na kayong reason para wala kayong excuse. Wala
No
kayong excuse.
excuses. No
No.
excuses. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Well, it's as simple as that. We actually have the link. We'll be having it as a downstream in just a bit. So all you guys can see physically, pero wala talagang excuse.
Wala.
And there we have it. Vote Pilipinas as
Yes.
well. And if you want to get those forms as well, of
Yes.
course, I was part of a different initiative for the same purpose to encourage people to register to vote. There's also that link at irehistro.com, like .gov.ph, if you want to get those forms as well. But again, like Cess said, just go to that link. Super simple, super easy.
Yeah. And
And I
I
just want to
wanna,
ask you. Go
sorry, go
ahead.
ahead. I want to just iterate what you said. In Vote Pilipinas, given we have a partnership with Comelec, we are a non-partisan organization. Just to make it very clear that we are here to support the Filipino to vote for the Philippines. Sorry,
Mm-mm.
you were
To
saying
vote
sorry.
for our future.
Yes.
And a lot of I want to encourage you as well. If there are a lot of people na 17 years old
Mm,
and they're about to turn 18, they think, di pa ako pwede bumoto. Actually, if you turn 18, correct me if I'm wrong, says, before May next year, you are able to vote. Of course, if you if you turn 18 after the registration period ends, of course, bawal na po yan. We have to wait until the next time. But there's still
mm,
so many people that can join this cause to change the future of our nation. Um, guys, let's be honest with ourselves. Not everything is great in the Philippines. There are a lot of things that we can change. There's a lot of things that we can improve on. Um, at ang dami nagsasabi, Edward, foreigner ka? Do you really care about the Philippines? Yes. And if I'm half Filipino and half British, if I care about the Philippines as much as I do, you have no excuse. We're all here for our nation. So, Seth, really quickly, we've
yes.
talked to you about. Actually, just a while ago, we were talking before the live started, and you were talking to me about your team.
Yeah.
And you're talking to me a little bit about
Nice.
some things that you do I'm not gonna say the term of that meeting, that special meeting that you have, but it's like a, if I fail, it's a meeting about where you
Yeah.
talk about where you fail. So
Mm.
really quick question, and this might be a
Yeah.
hard question. Where have we failed as a nation that
Hala.
we need to improve on?
I think first, the very first thing that we have to talk about is, let's put things in context. We're a very young democracy. Okay, the Philippines is a very young democracy, and like in all the countries that we see, the first world countries, you will see that they have had, time to, in our world, in the startup world, pivot and iterate, diba? So I believe that the Philippines, it's not about. I think what's been wrong is that, uh, because when you're told to be certain things, we were colonized by so many people, diba? You lose a sight of how you should be, and
Yeah,
how what you should be doing as a culture and as a nation, diba? So for me, talagang it boils down to how much people have contributed to be part of the solution. Feeling ko kasi mahilig tayo iasa sa government. We always think that it's their
the
problem. And I think
responsibility.
Oh, I think it's not about a mistake necessarily. Maraming problema. But problems, kahit naman ma-fix mo yung isang bagay, there will always be other things. I think people always look for perfect governments, perfect politicians. There are no such things. So we have to come back and say, but there is a perfect solution if we want to really be part of the solution to the problem, which is to vote, right? So there's nothing. Let's not aim for perfection, even as a country, because what is perfect today, because COVID happened, has been, incrementally changed already in the next 5 years, diba? So wala tayong right now. The framework is open, and it's for us to fill in the blanks, right? So I hope that before we fill in these blanks, and I kept saying this to my team before, na parang, we always complain about how legislators, the government makes, certain decisions on our behalf. But that's
Right.
why the reason they're able to do that is because you put them in power. The
And we
choice,
allow that
yes,
as
and
well.
the choice started with you, correct? So if you don't like how things are being run, the best opportunity here is to be part of and participate in what could really change the course of the outcome of whatever it is that you have feelings about. Of course, we're not here to say which one did what, because that's not the point of this. The point of this is that the Philippines deserve your vote. It's not because may pandemic. Paano pag wala na pandemic, hindi na kayo boboto? Hindi naman pwede yun. 'Di ba? Bumoto kayo kasi it is your responsibility as a Filipino citizen to show up for your country. That's the bottom line. And I hope that,
That's
by you also, by your friends in this business, right, who really talk about this, I hope people also realize that it's not just cool, but it's really important to really be part of this whole conversation.
And voting, I just want to say it, uunahin ko na ang lahat ng mga influencers online.
Yes.
Voting and registering to vote is not a trend. It's a
Yeah.
responsibility and our
Mm.
duty as
I like
Filipinos.
that. Mm.
So says we also hear the
Thank
passion in
you.
your voice as you speak.
Mm.
I know that as you lead, and I was reading a book on leadership earlier today, and one of the biggest things is leadership, and leadership, even in terms of our nation, is learning, unlearning, and then relearning.
Mm.
And of course, the best thing that we can do in leadership is to be able to pivot to whatever's going on in the world and in our nation. So, mga kapamilya, everyone watching, all of our online squad mates, this is our chance to make a difference and to make a change. And again, pag hindi kayo bumoto, wala kayong karapatan magreklamo. Okay? Thank you, Ms. Cess, for coming on the show.
Thank you so
And once
much.
again, we'll be putting down that downstream as well so you guys can get the information on how to vote. Thank you, Seth, so much.
Thank
And I
you.
hope to see you with the. I'm sure you've registered
Yes,
to vote already. So
of
I'll see you with the
course.
green and the blue thumbs soon enough. Thank you, Miss
Thank
Sess.
you. Thank you.
My gosh. Wait, guys, I think that's so interesting. If you go back to Nadine, balikan natin si Nadine. Tapos punta naman tayo sa sinabi ni Sess. Nadine was talking about how in many ways in the industry, you're put in a certain box na ito yung pwede mong gawin, ito yung kailangan mong gawin. Pag artista ka, ganito ka. Kailangan pansinin mo lahat ng tao. Kailangan ito yung gawin mo. Tapos, when Miss Cess was talking about the Philippines and we've been colonized so many times, ang daming iba't ibang powers that are influencing us, we forget sometimes who we are. And I want to ask you guys to ask yourselves the questions today. Sino ba ako? Sino ka ba? Look in the mirror and ask yourself what you want to be and who you want to be. If you're a fan, ask yourselves why. If you're a mom, what do you want to achieve through your children, or what do you want your children to achieve? Lagi naman may ganun eh. So I think that's sabi nga na, I was reading this one comment sa isang interview ni Nadine a while ago. At sabi niya, si Nadine kasi may wow factor. Hindi yung wow factor na, oh wow! Wow as in words of wisdom. W-O-W, words of wisdom. And ang galing, no? I wish we could have had more time as well. But don't worry, I want to say to the, actually, sakto, 3,000, 3,000, 3,007 na eh. Pero 3,000 viewers, as well as the 1.2 million diamonds. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nagbibigay ng halo-halo to, where is it? Jeje Ganda, I love you. But since nabitin ako ng konti, let's spend like five more minutes or something like that. Um, just talking. Kung meron kayong mga questions sa Kumu Live, I'll be checking here. I'll be looking as well. Ano lang to? Very, very streamer. Kumu streamer chikahan portion. Pero yun nga, may nagsabi dito na, Edward, part 2 interview with Nads. I would love that. Because I think, ano siya, she's more than just an artist. She's really more than just an artist, more than just a performer. I would love to get some wisdom from her and to see her thoughts and stuff. Wait, I'm looking through the... Wait, send questions, guys, From Dottie, may question dito. Sino ang next guest mo, sir? I actually don't know. Pero may mga naka-line up. It's just schedule and it's availability and invitation. So hopefully, we can get more more guests on the show. But there's this one question, and I'm actually gonna very indirectly talk to Atiana here. Atiana, there's a question here for us. From Amanda Zamore. Or Zamor. Sir Edward, how can we vote for Miss Nadine? I think you're talking about the Mix Awards. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so of course we can vote for the Mix Awards via the... I used to do this spiel all the time sa Mix Daily Top 10. And dapat alam ko na to. Dapat na-memorize ko na to eh. Ate Ai, wag mo ako pagalitan. Of course, via mix.global/Mix Awards. Of course, actually, let's put that link in the downstream as well. Para everyone can have no excuse to vote. You'll be able to vote for Nadine there, as well as all the other nominees sa iba't ibang awards that they can be winning. I'll be able to... I'm not sure if it's the same as before, pero of course, there's always a... how do I say? Artists get to vote for themselves as well. Hindi naman for ourselves. I get to vote for other artists as well. So that's part of the criteria, as well as we have to mention voting for the Mix Awards runs until July 18 at 11:59 p.m. Actually, birthday ko sa July 15, and just 3 days after, doon magtatapos ang voting for the Mix Awards 2021. I remember just a couple of days ago, or actually maybe a week ago, minessage ko yung dating or yung lumang group ng Mix. Kasama sila Kuya Robbie, Ati Ai, Sam, Danny, and Anton. At I messaged na, guys, may bagong Mix Awards na pala. It's been 1 year since our last time na magkasama kaming lahat. I remember there's just a wall over there kung saan ako nag-set up. And sobrang bago pa ako sa hosting noon. And it's just crazy. Back scroll lang ako. Keep on sending your questions here as well. From Violet G. Same kayo ng birthday ng papa ko. Oh my gosh, hello. And happy birthday in advance sa tatay mo. From Binkay03. Dong, pa-shoutout din. Shoutout. From visitor David Archuleta, please, pwede. We can do that. James Reed naman next. I would love to. I've talked to James a couple of times before. He's one of the, ano siya, very, how do I say? Nadine, I'm talking about them separately. I really am. I want to talk to them separately because they both have different types of wisdom that I really want to talk to as well. So sana in the future. Don Bell, please. Actually, yung Don Bell, malabo mangyari yun because I talked to Donnie in season 1. I actually talked to Belle. Actually, ito po, mga kapamilya. Ano ba ako? sa I Want ASAP pa ako. Sa mga Komunizens, wanna invite you because malapit na sa Fresh Take. We'll be having Belle Mariano on the show. So she performed 2 songs. Ang ganda. Ganda pala ng boses niya, no? She's really good at performing as well. And I got to ask her some cool questions as well about he's into her, about her as an artist. So abangan niyo po yun sa Fresh Take every Sunday at 8 p.m. I'm not sure kung kailan, pero abangan niyo na lang po. My question dito, I'm not sure from who, pero sabi niya, ano raw gagawin mo? Or anong gagawin mo sa birthday mo? Um, Honestly, ito isa to sa mga bagay na it weirded me out when I first came to the Philippines. Pag birthday mo kasi sa Germany, usually everywhere naman. Pag birthday mo, usually may pahinga ka or may bakasyon or may party or something like that. Eh pag sa industriya ka, pag may birthday ka, oy, may birthday prod ka, Edward. Oy, may performance ka. And I was never too fond of that. Game naman ako mag-perform. I was on ASAP and this coming Sunday I'll be on ASAP as well. Pero yun nga, I wanted to be amongst friends. I wanted to be amongst family. For ASAP kasi syempre pag may ASAP, may quarantine period, may swab test and stuff like that. Very safe. Pero it also takes a while. So for my birthday this year, I was just thinking of spending it with some people from my church. Yung mga brothers and sisters ko in Christ, sila Nika, Pranav, Emeka, the people who really built me up, helped build me up into the guy that I am today. So just some moments like that. Sorry, mag-back scroll nga ako. I took my eye off. Took my eye off the chat. Maraming mga messages dito. Yes, from Tata Mars. Dong, baka naman pwede Marvin Augustine, I guess mo rin. I would love this. I said this before. I would love to talk to Marvin Augustine dito sa Kwentong Barber. Sana din. Mag-order din ako ng kochi. I love that. Baka birthday celebration ko rin yan. One lechon or kochi from Marvin Augustine. I'll order one. Masarap yan. Hold on. I'm trying to get the live stream now. Nawala yung chat ko. Ay, nakikita ko ang sarili ko. Kadiri. Okay. Yes. I pronounced this wrong. Marvin Agustin. I'm so sorry. Some people are suggesting Liza as well. Ano to, meeting, guys, on who the guests are gonna be for the future? Pwede, no? Pwede na. But keep on sending. Yes, I said Kadiri, like the Kanyo Kadiri. Keep on sending your questions as well. Katniel daw. Oh my gosh, Katniel, pwede rin. I would love that as well. Kuya Robbie. Si Kuya Robbie yan eh. I see him all the time. Parang lahat ng gusto kong tanungin kay Kuya Robbie, tinanong ko na. I got to ask na. Brainstorming talaga to ng next episode. Yes, Luis Manzano. I would love to have Kuya Luis as well. One more question. One more good question. I'll ask. One more good question. Tas okay na tayo for today. Okay, pwede to. From Nalin Francie. Say hello to Lewis for me. Ngayon, season 2 na ng Kwentong Barber. What's new or what are we to expect? So, actually, pero, I was talking, and I actually talked to Kuya Robbie about this. We want to keep the show what it is. And hopefully now na may traction na yung show, of course, we can get even bigger stars. We had a lot sa season 1, but even bigger. Some people na medyo untouchable before that I personally thought would never, I love this show and I would love to have them on the show as well. So like today, I never personally thought I'd be able to talk to Nadine. And getting to talk to her now, kahit ako, I've been, I think I can say closer to her than most of you have been because I work in the same industry. Pero 5 years na, that's the first conversation I've really had with her. And she's so different to who everyone thinks she is. And it's the same thing for so many other artists. So abangan nyo na lang po kung sino yung mga magiging guests dito sa Kwentong Barber. But it's all about them. It's all about their story. It's all about their memories and experiences. I want to know them. Yung part, yung thought lang na show ito, Um, that's a bonus. I just want to get to know these people and see who they are and pick their brains and get their wisdom. But once again, everyone, we want to thank you for everything that you've everything you've done. All the people who've been donating their diamonds, their gifts. Thank you so much, kay Nadine Lustre and of course Miss Cess from both Filipinas for gracing the show. But also, guys, eto na. Before we read out the gifters for today, some more gifters, we wanna give you a little bit of a surprise. Eto guys, we have a campaign for Kwentong Barber Season 2. Eto na, right here on Kumu, we have a campaign called Kwentuhan with the Barber. Haha. Haha. Napaka-original, di ba? Never done before. Kwentuhan with the Barber. Of course, this is gonna be a chance, eto, to win a pampering date, a date with me, yes. And you guys can do this by joining this campaign, which will be running a week long. So this will be until June 30th at 10 p.m. So all you have to do is get on your Kumo accounts, stream live, do all that stuff, and ask your viewers and supporters to send over yung virtual gift na barber's cut. There'll be a virtual gift, a special virtual gift as well. Ako, personally, I'm really, really excited to see what it looks like. Pero yeah, the more you get gifted to you, the higher the chance you'll have on being with me sa isang pampering date. I will not spoil what we're gonna do, but we're gonna be together. We're gonna have, yun nga, pampering nga. I guess basta ayoko i-spoil, but it's gonna be a great time, just the two of us, or a couple of us actually. So again, this will be running until June 30 at 10 p.m. Don't forget to keep on streaming now. But another show that we are reaching, or that is coming to an end, but it's gonna be a great finale. Actually, this we're gonna be having the finale of Mix and Match coming very, very soon. We had some great episodes in the build up. Some of my friends, RJ De La Fuente, Anton Fausto were there as well, and so many more came, and we're down to our last as well. But speaking of last, hindi pa tapos to. We actually have a couple more weeks to go. Napatingin? Yes, tama. To the side. But one more thing that you guys have to look out for is the Mix Awards 2021. This is going to be streaming on so many different places, so many different platforms as well. We want to encourage you follow all of the Mix official social media accounts as well, because starting this Saturday, you can start voting for the Mix Awards 2021 via Kumu. Again, look at the social media platforms to see how you can do that. But it's been a very, very special episode today. The first episode of the season. Kicking it off, we had Nadine Lustre. Again, Nadine, if you're watching this by any small chance, thank you for coming on the show. You're amazing. But eto na, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us today. Konting shoutouts naman tayo before we go to the 3,600 people watching and that 1.2 million diamonds sent. Thank you so much to our top 3 gifters. At number 3, Sweet Mint 1. Number 2, Sanang Hey Mayward. At number 1, Mayward Flyers Official. Maraming salamat. Marami pa tayong aabangan dito sa Kwentong Barber. Thank you so much. You'll be able to see fresh episodes of Kwentong Barber every Wednesday at 6 p.m. on the official Kumu account of Mix at MixPH, as well as some recaps throughout the week. Mga pamilya, everyone watching right now, I'm Edward Barber. This is Kwentong Barber, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Arigatou gozaimasu.